Most women experience attraction in a way that is really different to how most men experience attraction. And if you misunderstand how she builds attraction towards you, or you look out for the wrong signs at the wrong time, you could end up feeling like no women like you, when really all you're seeing is her experiencing attraction in a different way to you. As a guy, you might see a woman and boom, it's clear whether she's your type or not. So it can feel confusing, especially if you've made a big effort to go and talk to her, or you've sent her a really well thought out message on a dating app, to be met with kind of blankness or neutrality. It can feel like, wow, she really doesn't like me. What you need to remember here is that neutral doesn't mean no. It means I need to know more information about you before I can like you. If I was coaching a woman and I took her to a room full of men and I said, hey, which one do you like? Most women will simply say, I don't know, because I haven't spoken to them yet. To generate more attraction with her, a really good first step then is to give her more information about who you are. 99 times out of 100, her knowing more about you and your life is only going to make you more attractive to her, more well-rounded, more interesting, and build her curiosity. Most men actually mess this up. They look for instant approval from her, and when they don't get it, they start furiously thinking, what can I say to impress her? What can I say to make her like me? Instead, you've got to take that initial blank look from her and go, that's fine, she's neutral. That's what I would expect at this stage of us knowing each other. And then you begin to build a connection by telling her things about who you are. That could be everything from mundane things like, what are you doing in that moment that you've met, whether that's online or in real life. It could be things which help her build up a picture of your lifestyle, for example, a nod to your career or where you live, or it could be stuff that excites you, that you care about, that interests you. The key thing here is she has to know about you, otherwise her attraction literally can't get off the ground. We know that men are usually fast to feel attraction, women slow. Another problem that this creates is that when you approach her, you know, if she's relatively nice and can speak your language, most men are going to be interested in going on a date with her. And because of that, your mind can jump to, okay, how do I get through this conversation and do it well enough that she's going to say yes to going on a date with me? Again, that's going to be true on a dating app and true in real life. Women actually get really turned off if they feel like it's already a yes from you. If she feels like you've chosen her and would go on a date with her without actually knowing anything about her, then she feels kind of objectified, and she also might worry, well, he wants to go on a date with me. There's loads of attractive women out there. Does that mean he wants to go on a date with anyone? So instead, a great rule of thumb for both generating more attraction and having better conversations with women is that attraction is your reason to approach her. That's the reason you send that message on a dating app. That's the reason you walk over to her in a bar. However, you do not ask her for a date unless you have some kind of connection, unless you vibe, unless you figure out something you both enjoy, unless the conversation somewhat flows. Then if you ask for the date, it's going to make so much more sense to her, because she's going to feel like, okay, he's confident enough in himself that he saw me, he liked me, and he went and said hello to me. But he's worked to establish that we have something in common, that we like each other, before he then invests more time in getting to know me. Simply by having more criteria for her before you ask her on the date, that really helps to present you as that high-value, confident guy that she's attracted to. Here's a quick tip to help you to do this. First of all, I want you to think of one quality that you genuinely like in a woman, and it has to be a personality-driven quality. Do you like women that are bubbly, that are warm, that are feminine, that are ambitious? Think what that quality is, and then I want you to drop it into the conversation. So, are you much of a book reader? So, are you a podcast fan? So, do you like mountains? This is demonstrating to her, hey, this guy is kind of interviewing me before he's asking me on a date. This proves to her that her looks are not enough for it to be a yes from you, and makes you far more attractive. So we all know the classic nice guy behavior. He agrees with everything. He doesn't want to rock the boat, but behind that niceness is something else. He doesn't want to disagree, and he doesn't want to rock the boat or challenge her, because he wants this to work. He really wants that outcome. He really wants that date. Women sense this. That's why, not exactly being disagreeable, but by being happy and comfortable to share your own opinion and your truthful opinion on things is always more attractive. It reads as far more trustworthy, and it shows that you have a higher degree of integrity than the guy who kind of masks and fumbles through a conversation, trying to say exactly what he thinks she wants to hear. Women want to date men who are their own confident, independent individual in their own life, a guy who has stuff going on that he genuinely enjoys outside of meeting and dating women. If she feels like your whole life is on the back burner and you're just saying whatever you think women like to talk about, it's a really easy way to kill attraction. Women are working on a different timeline to you, so don't look for that same level of certainty and interest from her right off the bat. Accept that it's going to be a bit of a slower burn, but as she gets to know you better, she should like you more and more. Remember, you are an amazing, high quality guy. This is just a communication exercise to help her realize it.